crescent rolls to make. Oh my goodness.
It's time to meet the Muppets on the Muppet Show tonight.
Hello, it's everyone's favorite time, which is our monthly-ish grocery haul. We have a weird job. We're content creators. What you're watching, this is what we do. And so we get paid like weird times of the month. And so we got paid recently and we needed a big grocery run. This is actually, I would say, like a medium one. We've certainly had bigger grocery runs in the past, but Felix went grocery shopping. They have already run upstairs to start making dinner. I am here with our toddler, who you can probably hear in the background, watching Maisie Mouse, a current fave. What you and I are doing right now is just chatting a little bit while I unload the groceries. I know it was on the list because I helped make the list, but I feel there will probably still be some surprises in here. First, toilet paper. I'm not a brand loyalist when it comes to toilet paper. Whatever is on sale and more than one ply, I'm all about it. By the way, I don't know if you can see the handiwork on the ground over here. This was actually all clean last night, and somebody decided to do sort of a inventory of shoes, and that can only be done with all the shoes on the ground. I forgot Felix put some stuff on the counter already. Honey wheat bread. Also, sorry the lighting's a little bit weird if it's your first time here. I have been better lit before. If I bring out the ring light, somebody wants to knock it over. So this is what we have. Lettuce, onions, bell peppers, one single lemon. I don't know why. I'll put it there with the lime. Oh, Felix said there was ugly fruit on sale, so this whole bag is $1.50. And I think they're just gonna chop it up and put it in smoothies, probably, if I had to guess. Oh yeah. Bacon, I'm gonna make jalapeno poppers this week. Possibly, probably not tonight. It's not really something I can do when I'm solo in charge of the toddler because at least the way that I want to do it is I want my hands to just be covered in the bacon and jalapeno nonsense just the whole time I'm doing it, and then wash my hands and be done. And when you're watching someone very small, you're not really able to complete a whole task like that because it takes like an hour. Block cheese. You've heard me preach on block cheese. I love block cheese. Cream cheese, block of cream cheese for the jalapeno poppers. Soy milk, oat milk, extra creamy, 2 bags of seasoned fries. I'm rich. Felix also got me a maple donut. Very excited. Maple bar. Basting brush I've been making ham and cheese croissants. And I want to like brush butter on them, and I've just been using a knife and it has not been going that well. And every time we buy one of those brushes, they end up being a toy. So this one will not. It will just be for butter. Tortillas, regular mayonnaise. By the way, story time, picture. This is for upstairs because I finished upstairs' mayonnaise. We have vegan mayonnaise downstairs because it was on sale one time and I don't really care. But Felix texted me and was like, what kind of mayonnaise does upstairs use? And I said regular, and they are claiming that's an insane answer. I don't know what else to say. Regular mayonnaise. See how it just says mayonnaise? It's regular. Pure maple syrup. This is for when Felix makes donuts. Ow. Oh, I also spilled it all over myself. Big bag of sugar. Regular flour. Whole wheat flour. And 2 packages of powdered sugar, also for donuts. I believe this is bread flour for when Felix makes bread. Oh my gosh. 3 packages of black tea to make sweet tea. 1 package is going to Felix's cousin though, who just had a baby, and I told them that I would make them sweet tea, which I am, but I'm also printing them out a little like laminated. This is how you make sweet tea. I bought them the same picture that I have with ingredients and instructions because it takes like 10 minutes and I drink it all the time. S'mores coffee, which I am very excited about. Felix and I are back in our cold brew era. I say that the past few days we've had pour overs because I haven't made cold brew and it takes like 48 hours. I should do that today actually. Some cheapsy soap for bubble baths. Some baby soap for the actual bathing part. Oreos. I made my own milkshake the other day, just like Oreo. It was just Oreo ice cream and milk. And I was like, why have I not just been making my own milkshakes my whole life. Because I don't really like ice cream that much. Or like when I do, I don't know, like it's not a staple we keep in our house. Like we don't keep ice cream in the house. But for my birthday, Shelly and Aaron got some Oreo ice cream, which is probably my favorite between like that and like wedding cake. Anyway, and then I made my own milkshake and I was like, so now I'm entering a milkshake era. Felix gets these little protein bars. Felix has a bad habit of getting too excited or distracted with something that they're doing and forgetting to eat. These are great in a pinch. I'm actually the same way with meat sticks. I don't have any right now. I should have put them on the list. But if I have like gotten too excited about something that I like forgot to eat and I will need to like, they're not a meal replacement, but they are like, I need something right now. You know, you can eat it while you're making some more real food, more substantial food. Anyway, they're a great option. Ooh, different light roast coffee. Very excited about that. Green onions. Okay. Gotta be a Felix thing. Milk for the boy. My jalapenos for my jalapeno poppers. Maybe I'll make them after the baby goes to sleep. No, I'll be editing this. Duh. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 packages of tofu. Yeah, that's seeming like that's right. Felix has been making this, like, we've been calling it popcorn tofu, which we got from Hannah, I'm pretty sure. I'm sure Hannah's gonna watch this, and when she does, maybe she'll put it in the comments. I don't know how they've been doing it, but it is really good. So I was like, can you make more popcorn tofu? And I'm gonna put it on a sandwich with hummus, which I got from my friend Mia. And also this, like, oh shoot, what was it? Like crispy garlic? Chili something. I had it at her house and I was like, damn, this is good. They were sold out at Bread Meyer though, where Felix went, along with Winco. So I have to go to like an Asian grocery store to get it, which I will do maybe tomorrow. Breakfast sausage. I do eat meat, just to be clear. But when it comes to a breakfast sausage, I do love a vegetarian breakfast sausage. I do. And it's more likely to get eaten because Felix is vegetarian. Yogurt for the boy. Half and half. I've been making my own fun little drinks. My #1 priority right now is paying off our debt. We don't have like a ton of debt. We're just like, you know, we're Americans in our 30s. And I feel like I can't plan anything like super fun or exciting or get that stoked about a future sibling until we pay down some of that debt. And I think Felix feels the same way. So I've been making my own fun little drinks here at home, which we've been doing for a few years anyway, but this is just the newest one in the rotation, is I've been doing Red Bull, grenadine, half and half. So it's like a dirty Red Bull. Something you can definitely get at like a Dutch Bros or most coffee places here, but then I don't have to do that. Coconut creamer for cherry juice latte. Can you see it? Say what? Say what? Say what? It's a cherry juice latte. Cherry juice latte is just, we use the coconut creamer, couldn't tell you why, it just started and that's the way it is now. And tart cherry juice, supposedly it helps you sleep. We also got this from Hannah. Don't know if it's actually helping us sleep, but I do like the routine of it all. To be like, I'm gonna have a tiny little cherry juice latte before I brush my teeth, obviously. Crescent rolls to make ham and cheese croissants. Also, that's what the 2 honey hams were for, in case that wasn't clear. Here's the ice cream. I'm seeing that Felix only bought 1. If it was just for me, I think that'd be fine, but I feel they're going to steal some ice cream, and therefore they should have bought 2. Lastly, big old box of diapers. You know, that's the way it is. Okay, I just saw the receipt. It was, okay, I don't know how much it was. I'll put it here on the screen. Felix spent this much at Fred Meyer, this much at Winco. These are mostly non-dinnery items. This is mostly lunch and breakfast. We do have like a house meeting with everyone who lives here about dinners, and Felix will cook about half of them and Aaron cooks about the other half, and then Shelly and I every now and then will contribute to dinner. All right, I'm gonna set my kiddo up with dinner, and then I'll put these cold things away real fast, and then we'll maybe have a little moment together peacefully putting away the rest of them. See you in a second. Hi, it's like 5 hours later. I actually very slowly kind of put most of the groceries away while watching the kiddo because Felix had a meeting upstairs, so it was just me and him tonight. And so couldn't really film it. But Felix is doing bedtime, so we're just gonna do closing shift together to close it out. Cute little cleaning moment to close us out. Let's do it. Couldn't help it with the duck lips, huh? Couldn't help it.